Welcome back. For those who do not know me, I am John from the Free State. Today we are kicking off a new series where we're going to step outside the traditional Western political bubble. We are diving into the Green Book. Yes, this is a series on political philosophy, a subject that fascinates me. But before we crack it open, we have to understand the architect behind it, Muammar al-Qaddafi. For 42 years, he wasn't just the leader of Libya. He was a figure who evoked intense polarization and challenged the entire global order. He argued that the world was trapped in a false choice between capitalism and communism, and he believed he had found a third way, detailed in his Third Universal Theory. Gaddafi also famously said, and I quote, "The instrument of government is the prime political problem confronting human communities." Somehow, I find that statement hard to disagree with. Gaddafi's story begins in a humble Bedouin tent near Sirte, born to illiterate parents in a reality shaped by foreign occupation. This sparked a lifelong drive for sovereignty. In 1969, at just 27 years old, he led a bloodless revolution to overthrow the monarchy. His first moves weren't just about power, they were about independence. He expelled foreign military bases and nationalized the oil, determined that Libya's wealth should serve Libyans, not foreign powers. And the data suggests his approach yielded results. Under his governance, Libya's literacy rate surged from 10% to 88%, and life expectancy increased from 57 to 74 years. He established free healthcare, free education, and free housing, and launched the Great Man-Made River, a massive engineering project to bring fresh irrigation water to the desert. By 2010, Libya had the highest human development index in Africa. But his most controversial legacy was his political theory, which probably brought him into the crosshairs of the political establishment. In the Green Book, Gaddafi didn't just tweak democracy, he rejected the Western model entirely. He argued that parliaments were falsifications of democracy that stole the people's voice. In 1977, he declared Libya a Jamahiriya, a state of the masses. The goal was direct democracy, where citizens ruled themselves through local congresses rather than voting for politicians to rule for them. He wanted to empower the ordinary citizen in a way Western systems hadn't. To me, that is a noble idea. This bold vision extended beyond Libya. He championed a United States of Africa, pushing for a single African currency and a unified military to protect the continent's independence. Of course, challenging the global status quo came with immense friction. His implementation of these ideas was fierce and often uncompromising, leading to deep conflict with the West and internal repression of those who opposed the revolution. In 2011, during the Arab Spring, this 42-year experiment ended violently, with NATO intervention and his death. But interestingly, the vacuum left behind has forced many to look back. Without his unifying, if heavy-handed, rule, Libya fractured into rival governments and economic instability. Even former U.S. President Barack Obama described the failure to plan for the aftermath of Gaddafi's ouster as the worst mistake of his presidency. Note that Obama doesn't lament Gaddafi's death, only that he hadn't planned sufficiently for the aftermath. So, was Gaddafi's theory a misunderstood roadmap for true people's power? Did he correctly identify the flaws in representative democracy? In the next video, we are putting aside the Western lens and reading the text on its own terms. We're going to break down the political philosophy of Gaddafi, as contained in the Green Book, to see exactly what he proposed. Stick around. Things are going to get really interesting.